In this video, we will discuss Notice 2024-16, which provides carryover basis rules for shares of a CFC for inbound 332 liquidations and inbound asset reorganizations. Let's say that a domestic corporation, DC, forms CFC1. DC invests $100 into CFC1. DC's basis in the shares of CFC1 is $100. CFC1 is a holding company with no business activities of its own. CFC1 forms CFC2 and invests the $100 into CFC2. CFC1's basis in the shares of CFC2 is also $100. CFC2 starts a business, and in the first year, CFC2 has $50 of GILTI tested income with no QBuy. For that first year, DC has a GILTI inclusion of $50. Under Section 961A, DC's basis in the shares of CFC1 is increased by $50. CFC1's basis in the shares of CFC2 remains the same. However, if CFC1 were to sell its shares in CFC2, for purposes of computing Subpart F income or tested income, CFC1 has a basis in CFC2 of $150. This special rule in Section 961C applies only for purposes of computing inclusions under Section 951. If DC were to liquidate CFC1 in a tax-free liquidation under Section 332, DC would be the domestic acquiring corporation. CFC1 would be the transferor CFC, and CFC2 would be the acquired CFC. DC's tax basis in the shares of CFC1 would disappear. Under Section 334B, DC would get the same basis as in the shares of CFC2 as CFC1 had in those shares. By liquidating CFC1, DC has lost $50 of basis. Notice 2024-16 comes to the rescue and says that DC will get the Section 961C basis in the shares of CFC2. This same result would occur in an inbound asset reorganization as well. For example, say that DC doesn't liquidate CFC1. Instead, DC forms DCX, a wholly owned U.S. subsidiary, and CFC1 is merged into DCX, with DCX surviving the merger. After the merger, DCX owns 100% of CFC2. Here, DCX would be the domestic acquiring corporation, CFC1 would be the transferor CFC, and CFC2 would be the acquired CFC. Under Section 362B, DCX would take a $100 basis in the shares of CFC2. However, Notice 2024-16 again comes to the rescue and says that DCX will get a basis of $150 in the shares of CFC2. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.